Man, I'm tired. So the playtest today actually worked for the most part, except for a very strange bug, which I've just kind of quickly patched out. I still can't reproduce it. I'm hoping I'll be able to reproduce it when I add integration tests. And then I'll fix it then, because then I can actually breakpoint. I'll have input replays in any case, if it resurfaces. Yeah, but people are playing the game right now. I don't know what they're doing, but they're playing it. Let me show you the changes I did. So there's just much better feedback all around. There's button prompts. And then if I can get enough power going to this radar here, I really need to implement the safe sun stuff. All right, we're moving along to a sun now. Seems like one of them is spinning. It's odd how one of them is on the other team. I hope the voice chat's still working. They probably would have told me if it wasn't. All right, we've crossed the line. We're in interstellar space now. Oh god, I don't think I'm going to be inside of any sun's orbit at my current trajectory. It's not looking too good. I'm going to kill myself if we're going to restart. Finally entering another sun's field of energy giving, where light will reach the panel. But will we crash into it before we can build anything? We're going so fast, maybe we'll just phase through the sun. Oh god, okay, hold on. I've got to... It's a struggle. It's a struggle. Oh, I think we're going to make it. We're fine. I think we're going to end up in orbit. Okay. Let's charge some batteries. Okay, we've got some kind of ship going now. So now I can show you the radar. I'm going to build a new and enhanced scanner block. The netcode isn't bugging. Okay, so that's what it looks like, right? I think that the 3 rings inside look cool, but the problem is, right, the world is just really, really big, and in order to show the platonic block, which looks like it's somewhere around there, I just have to make it so that this circle is like a super, super big area. And so if I try to get up close to this yellow circle, which is the box unlock, the yellow circle will disappear and I won't be able to navigate. I won't be able to find it. And so the people playing the game right now, not many of them have been able to find any of the box unlocks. You know, to add insult to misery, it seems like a little bit of... There's just a little bit of jankiness in the code that finds and draws these dots on the server, and so they'll kind of flicker. But yeah, the radar needs an upgrade. So a few things. I think that the world needs to be made smaller. Right now, it just kind of takes too long to get to places, but I still think that's not really enough. The enemies right now, the orbs, are kind of flat and uninteresting, and just kind of an annoyance that still only exists in a small area. Kind of as I feared. Like, I don't even see them on the radar right now. So how specifically do these enemies need to be better? I think they need to be not as devastating when you come into contact with them and more easily seen. What that means is they're going to need to more carefully approach the ship. View distance needs to be bigger, I think, in the game. The radar needs to work better. They also need to exist in more varied positions, like around the map. For context, I just spawned them in a red line like this. They just kind of are all like this. I spawned them like that, and then, you know, of course, they orbit around the sun, kind of. So I do think these changes would help a lot, but then I still am going to add the end game objective. I really, really want that because I think that'll kind of change everything. That and the radio changes are really what I think is going to be good, because the radio changes will make it so you're not just kind of empty and alone all the time. You'll be able to point a directional antenna like at somebody and just see what they're talking about, right? Or maybe even release a flare. Now, I think I'm going to get going on releasing the Patreon now, but I'm going to keep it more informal because I don't know if I can... I'm at shipping a build every day yet. So I think I'm going to have 3 tiers. You know, prices that look like these. $1 is just praying for your success and then you get nothing in return. This build is holy hell. You get a new build every Saturday night at 6 p.m. $20 is Awooga. You get a new build on every 1 to 2 day basis and a private server for just you and your friends. Now this is going to require, it's going to be like the last bit of work before I release this Patreon, and also a trailer along with it. This is going to require a title screen and a server join interface. This could get tricky fast because this would mean that like the networked serialization needs to be backwards compatible, because the new weekly build will need to be able to connect to the public server as well, along with the weekly private server. Is how it's going to be structured. Yeah, this stuff will take place during the Patreon development. So the urgent stuff that is being done before the Patreon is integration tests That just means like I'm going to automatically make sure the game works by running it and doing a bunch of stuff before every build. And monthly builds will still be free. I'm going to do first Saturday of the month. Oh yeah, along with the private server for the 20 month, I'm going to allow like asking for changes to the game. Maybe not like, I'll allow like asking for custom settings on your private server. Like you can ask for like multiple suns and I'll just get it done. But if that becomes too much of a problem, I won't do it. If it takes up too much time. Yeah, urgent for the Patreon. Oh yeah, and at any tier, your name is in the credits. Yeah, integration tests, title screen, join interface, and a working crash handler. And I think that's it. It's going to be launching soon. Once this stuff is done, I'm very excited to work on Planet sometime around January or February. I think this is kind of like the last big stuff, along with any other things I'm forgetting in my list. I have a list, don't worry. Before Planets.